Hey guys, welcome to Jo's Blog-iversary. She's 3 years old today, her blog, not Jo. So I've done 2 projects. This is my 3D project that I'm going to do, and I'm also going to make a card to go with it. And it's going to coordinate with this project. So I've decided to do 2 different videos in case maybe you're interested in the 3D project, but you just want a picture of the card, or vice versa. Or if you want to watch them both, that would be fantabulous, because I do make videos for them to be watched. So it would be great if you watch both. Anyways, so we're going to get started on this project. I am going to stop in part of the project because it will take quite a while, and I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long and then have a 20-minute card video, and I just don't want to overwhelm you. So I'll get started on it, then I will finish like the section and then come back, and then we'll do the next section and so on and so forth. So don't forget to complete the full blog hop and leave a comment at each section, and I believe you have to follow each blog. So you have to follow each blog, leave a comment to be eligible for Jo's prize giveaway. For my prize giveaway, and you can find out more about this on my blog, and to see what's up for the giveaway on my blog, which is www.crazycatladycraft.blogspot.com. You can go and see what I'm giving away, and you can see what you have to do to win my giveaway. So let's get started on our project. If you don't know Jo's blog, also you can find the link on my blog, as well as the link to all of my design team sisters and our guest design team members that are helping us celebrate Jo's 3rd bloggy birthday. That if you... Okay, I can't think lately and speak and all of that. I'm having difficulty with that. Jo's blog is WJ... Okay, Jo's blog, let me try this one more time, is jwshack.blogspot.com. So head on over there and you can start with Jo. She's of course the first person in the bloggy hop, and then you go to each of our blogs, you follow, you leave a comment, and you're eligible for the giveaway. And I don't know if anybody else is doing a giveaway. I know I am. So head on over to mine, check that out, and I give you the address. So let's get started on our project now. Now that I've confused you, and hopefully I can speak during the rest of the video. So these are all our little parts. Jo loves owls. So I picked a project that I can actually send to Jo so she can enjoy. If I would have thought way ahead, I would have had it for her that she had it in her hand on May 3rd, but that's all right. So this is the owl part. And this is our little box. It's an owl box, and it's in the Silhouette online store. And I will give you the ID number on my blog and everything I've used. I always list all of my supplies on my blog. And if you watch my video all the way through, I give you my blog address there. And I also give it to you in the beginning. So either place, you can get my blog address to pop over and just see what supplies I've used. If I color an image a certain week, I list the Spectrum Noir markers that I've used. Links to stamp sets usually, or dies and things like that, just so you guys know everything that's out there. So the bigger one is actually the back, and the smaller one is actually the top, which makes sense because this one's going to be deeper. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get all of these folded up. And just, I'm not taking a bone folder, I'm just kind of creasing them with my hand. Oh, that one must have still been attached. So I don't know what I'm going to put in this, and even if I did, I couldn't tell you because then it wouldn't be a surprise, because I know Jo watches my videos. So we got to keep it on the down low. So now we'll go through and we'll just fold up all of these little pieces that hook it all together. All right, roll that up. Now, I would recommend, I understood that either the score tape or the red sticky tape was the stickiest ever, but I've come to find that the wet glues, I think, give you the best hold when you do a project like this. So that's what I'm going to use, is my Scotch Quick Dry. So this was the part when I was talking in the beginning where we're going to go ahead and I'll do a couple of these and then I'm going to go off video and finish the rest. Because once you've seen me do a couple, you've seen it all. So it's not really something that, you know, you need to see me fold every piece of paper up. All right, I just used this and I can feel there's more in there. Okay, there we go. So I'll do a few of these and then we'll come back and we'll actually get the owl together. So you want to make sure when you're doing this that you get a nice corner, and you want to make sure it's nice and flush, because otherwise your top isn't going to fit on your box. And you don't want to go through all of this and, you know, take your time and your supplies and do such a good job and then have it not work in the end. You definitely want it to work for you in the end. So definitely nice to take your bone folder and go over that just to make sure that's really pressed, and then check the back for the glue. See, so we're lined up nice right there. So let's do our next one. And then after this, I will pause the video, well, stop the video, and I think we're gonna need paper towels. Finish the rest of them, and then I shall come back and we will work on our owl. So what I'm going to do, I have a little glue on the back, so I'm going to go ahead first and just wipe that up the piece here, and it's already starting to form, which is wonderful. So we're going to put this down. Okay, we get a little squeak. I think it's these little the ones that it goes down at an angle. A little harder. So I'm gonna really get that, burnish that in there, make sure we have a nice firm bond. And we'll have to do this against, when I get towards the other side, we can still tilt it and do that. So, okay, so you've seen the first few ones. I've done an end piece, side pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this put together, and I'll be right back so we can do the rest. Okay, so we're back. So here's the base. I attached the base, so there you go. And if you wanted to, you could measure the box, and it looks like it's about 1 3/8. And you could just take a strip inside and put it all around so that people don't see where you glued the seams together, if that's something you don't like. So I was going to do the same to this. And then, I'm sorry if you guys can hear that, my trash people are coming. I was gonna do the same to this, and then I realized, wait a minute, I have to decorate this as the owl. So I figured it'd be better to decorate first and then put it together, and then we'll be all set. So what I did was I went ahead and folded all of these down so I can work with a semi-flat surface. So we're gonna go ahead, and our owl is gonna, so you don't see the top of the box right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip our owl over, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get it so it's centered, or it looks centered. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly put little marks here. And you want to make sure they're light because you don't want to be able to see them once you put your project on. So I just want to make sure where I can put the glue in here. So we're going to go ahead and let me actually just flip it over and make sure that it's centered. Okay, so let's go ahead. We can always wipe off any glue if we get some on there that shouldn't be on there, but we've kind of got a little roadmap as to where to go, and that's really all we need. Okay, so let's take this and take this, and we're gonna have it just so it's up above there, and we want to make sure it's kind of centered in there. So that looks good. Hopefully it is. And you want to definitely make sure that none of your flaps are down, because you don't want any of your flaps getting glued in here. All right, just make sure that's nice and on there. It's not as centered as I hoped it would be, but That's all right. And we'll take our good eraser, which is located oh, there we go. My pen fell on it. And I don't want this line to be visible, so. Oh, just blew my owl all over my desk. That's not good. Little tip, if you're using little pieces, brush away the eraser. All right, well, we got everything, I think, still. The owl survived the tornado, known as me. All right, so we got our little owl. Oh, he's so cute. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll get his little beak stuck in there. And I'm trying to think, maybe we'll put a little thin pop dot. And you know I have tons of those little ones that you saw from a couple videos ago, so we'll get these out and we'll just put little. We don't want huge because it's not solid there. So if you put too many, or too high, you'll see the blue underneath the purple and the orange. So you don't want that. And I think I just put it on the wrong side. Yes, I did. Okay, so now let's see if we can. Yes, we did. All right, and I think I can actually save it and get it put on the back. Okay, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of stick this in the little hole here. There, so just a little dimension. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna go ahead and put on are the little arms, which is what went flying away. So those we're just gonna put them kind of there. Actually, why don't we go ahead and get this put on, and we will just leave like space right there for the little arms. So I'm gonna grab my tweezers if I can find them. There they are. Because this way, when I have this piece, I can just grab it with my tweezers and flip it up and over and onto our project. Okay. So let's get some glue, and this we don't have to worry about because all of this is going to be on our project. So go ahead, get that on there. I always worry when I use the quick dry that I'm not moving fast enough, so, but I also don't want to get a huge amount of glue. There, that works better for me. Then have glue all over my project. I don't like having glue all over my project, and I can see this is going to be a troublemaker down there. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to actually flip the owl upside down because of my view here. Oh, my hands are shaking again. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just press this down. We've got our paper towel that we can press if, oh. Well, for goodness sakes, what that is, probably a piece of cat hair. All right, get that off there. Okay, so we have no glue poking through, which is a wonderful thing. So let's go ahead, and while I have him, oh, so cute. Okay, so we put these little arms, and the big piece right here goes on the inside. Okay, so this will be his right wing. He's right-winged. Okay. Now if I stop hitting all the eye pieces, I'll be doing well. So we're gonna go ahead and just get his wing in right here. Just hold it there for a moment. Get our magical paper towel to get all the glue off. Okay. Now I'm a little off from the picture because the picture shows a little gap, but that's okay. That's okay. We're making it ours. It's going to be a little different. You know me, I have issues with that. So I'm just going to put, hopefully this will work a little bit better for me, just the little dabs. Okay, and we've got on the inside, the bigger bump. Okay, whoops, got glue there. All right, and since we stuck it there on the other side, we will put it in the same on this side. So it's kind of over his belly a little bit. That's okay. He's coming out really cute. Okay, so let's get his feet put on. Now that we've got all of this stuff on, I'm wondering if we probably should attach them with wet glue, because where it's a 3D project, it's going to be opened. So you don't want an owl falling off when somebody's showing your project saying, oh, isn't this cute? Somebody made this for me. Oh, wait, there goes a foot. You know, it's not really something good that you want to happen. Okay, and I'm just checking my cut. You can usually tell your cut pretty easily if you look at it pretty close, like if you're looking for which side was the cut side and which side is the back side. So all I was doing, and they have a little bit more room between his feet, but again, I digress. He's a close-footed owl. I bet you didn't know they had a tribe of those. They do. So there he is. But he's still cute. He's still adorable. And if nobody sees the picture, they don't know that could be how their feet were supposed to be. But you know me, I like to follow pictures and guides, and it just makes me happy. Okay, so now we're gonna come up and we're gonna put the little owl eyes on. So again, this is a job that I'm going to take my tweezers and get a hold of the outer eyepiece. And then I'm just gonna do little dabs because it's not that wide of a circle, so we don't want too much. And that looks about right there. And we might even pop up the center, which the center one on this is black, and this piece cannot tell which is back or front. So we're just gonna pick one and go with it. That's what we're gonna do. All right, a few more dots here. Because again, you don't want anything falling off. Not feet, not eyes, you know, you just don't. Just one of those things you really don't want happening when you give somebody a project. You want it to all stay together, all nice. Hopefully those are even. Pretty good. Okay, now the big part of the eye goes on the outside, and this, okay, this is actually, whoops, this eye, I can tell from the cut. Okay, I will be, I think my vehicle's here. Hold on, I'll be right back, sorry. Okay, now we're back. I've gotten over the shock of my vehicle driving into my driveway. The reason I was so shocked, I haven't been driving because my back is still messed up, or something's messed up. So I have trouble sitting, so I haven't been driving. So yeah, my mom just brought my car home, and it kind of freaked me out because I was like, my car is what, huh? So, okay, let's decorate our cute little owl because he's just precious. Okay, so we got the cute little, I don't know what part of the eye this is. I have no idea, not a clue. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this in the middle here. And then we'll get our next one ready. And I think it's this side is the good side, so we'll keep that side up. All right. Never a dull moment here at the crazy cat lady headquarters here. Now you'll all be proud of me. During our intermission, I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, my owl's eyes are crooked a little bit. So I don't know if I wanna, I think I'm gonna pop those up, but we're gonna use the black little pop dots. So I think my owl's little eyes are crooked. Oh, UPS man's driving by my house. I don't get anything today. So I think they're a little crooked, but you know what? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna embrace it. That's what Joe would tell me to do. And since the project's for her, I'm going to go with it. Okay. So let me, of course I put the sticky on the right side. These actually peel up pretty nicely if you keep putting them on the wrong side like I do. I'm amazed. Okay, so I'm still going to use my little tweezers just so I can get it where I like it. And I'm going to squish it down and then it will pop up. I've got to actually try, oh, did this one too, put the sticky on the wrong side. I've got to actually try my 3D glue gel. So I think that's in a haul video, I don't remember. Okay, it's always so sad when the UPS man drives by and doesn't bring me presents. Just means I haven't spent money though, so that's a good thing. That's good. So there he is, isn't he so cute? Mr. Owl. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and off camera so you guys don't have to watch it. I'm going to glue these together because it's kind of just boring. And then I'll come back and I'll show you the finished project. Okay, so you see we have our cute little owl put together. So here's the box. He's so super adorable. Just absolutely love him. So this isn't what's gonna go in the box, but this is what I have at the moment for candies from the goodie stuff that I do for, I actually have something else in mind for Joe's little box, but I'll throw a Twix in there for now. So you can put all these little candies in there, and then you have to finagle a little bit. Once you get the end in there, and then you push him in there, and there he is, full of candy and goodies. So hopefully, and he could sit on a shelf if the shelf had like a lip, so he could sit up. So I don't have anything for him to sit up on. Well, here. Oh, this would work. My bow making box. So he would sit up just like that. So pretty cool. I'm happy with how he came out. It's not perfect, which drives me a little crazy, but I'm trying to get over that. I'm doing my best. So thank you for joining me for this project, and thank you for helping us celebrate Joe's 3rd Blog-iversary birthday. It's been very fun and exciting. I haven't been on the design team for all those years, but it's been very fun joining recently, and I'm having a lot of fun getting to know the ladies, and it's just lots of fun. So thank you, Joe, for having me, and I'm so glad you have your blog, because otherwise we wouldn't have the design team and all the wonderful people that I've met there. So if you would like to see the coordinating card, there will be another video posted either on YouTube and on my blog. Or if you're good, that's okay too. Don't forget to stop by at Joe's Scrap Shack, which is jwshack.blogspot.com. And you have to follow the entire blog hop. Go to each blog. You must be a follower and leave a comment. And you will go to my blog, www.crazycatladycraft.blogspot.com, to enter for my giveaway and see what I would like you to do to enter my giveaway. So thanks so much for joining me. I look forward to reading comments and entries and all that stuff. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Happy crafting!